Hello, hello. It's Britta here at Aligned and Undefined with the weekly energetic update from the Akashic Records for February 16th to the 22nd. Yep, just double checking. Um, February 16th to the 22nd. So this is where I open up the Akashic Records, our energetic library of all the thoughts, feelings, and experiences we've had in this lifetime, past lifetimes, as well as future opportunities on offer for the collective consciousness, and get a hold on what the energy is going to be looking like this week, February 16th to 22nd, and how we can navigate it to the best of our ability. As always, this is collective energy, so take what resonates and leave the rest. However, I always encourage you to look around and see what's happening in your immediate environment, what's happening in the world, because even if you aren't resonating with this specific energy, I bet you someone around you is, or I bet you're going to see it out there in the world somewhere. This is the week where the year of the horse starts. So I'm curious to hear what the records have to say about this week of the Lunar New Year 2026. Let's go. All right, the Akashic records for the collective consciousness are now open, calling in all our angels, guides, ancestors, and anyone else for our highest truths and gentlest good only. I have to say, I had to rewind a little bit because I started opening my own Akashic records, and then I was like, wait a second, that's not what we're doing right now, Britta. So I had to rewind and open the collective records. I was on autopilot there, just opening my own records. I don't know what that was about. Um, so records, we are in the collective consciousness records, and can we do? What can we know about this week of February 16th to the 22nd? What energies are on offer this week? How can we best navigate them and move through them with more ease and grace and gentleness overall? A dream is a wish your heart made when you're fast asleep. Ah, interesting that song came through. When you keep believing, the dream that you wish will come true. So yes, 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 dear ones, you are closing out the year of the horse, or pardon me, pardon us, the year of the snake this year, and you are moving into the year of the horse this year. And we have told you that this energy is going to ramp up and things are just going to start to move faster. We have mentioned that there is kind of a break in the energy of February, the first 2 weeks being much more slower and retreating as we close out the last few weeks, that less energetic shedding of the year of the snake, and things are going to start to speed up these last 2 weeks of February. And that is true, that is true, that is true. And what we do not want you to forget is that this is still a transition period. And there is an invitation to allow the energy of the year of the horse to pick up in due time. It's not like the Lunar New Year hits and it's all of a sudden just this fast energy. We are in this transition period, and because the year of the snake has been so deep and reflective and full of shedding for so many of you, and just as a collective in general, the transition is we invite you to be particularly gentle with this transition because you guys the collective have been through a lot in the last year. You have been through so much, and so much of the last 2 weeks have been about nervous system regulation, about releasing, about allowing in allowing space and time to rest. And yes, things are going to start to speed up as you move into the year of the horse and as the weeks move on. And yes, these last 2 weeks of February do have the possibility to be much faster for in general as at a collective level, and yet there's still the invitation, particularly this week, to really tune into what you need, because as you notice the energy start to speed up, you are going to maybe feel especially those of you that are energetically sensitive are going to feel the quicker energy, and you might want to just go along with it and go along and ride the wave of that quicker energy because you're feeling it. And yet there's also this huge invitation to tune in to what your body needs. I'm feeling this quicker energy, but is that really what I need right now? Maybe the best way to roll into this quicker energy is to continue to move a little bit slower, or to give myself breaks in between the fast movement. So, you're feeling the wave of the faster movement, and so you're wanting to jump on it, and so you jump on it for a little bit, but then you're like, ooh, I actually feel like I need to step back. This might be a little bit too much. And to trust that what is best for you is best for everyone around you. And so we are at this second speeding up point. We talked about at the end of January how the Human Design New Year was kind of the first speeding up point. This is the second speeding up point, the spring equinox. Not everybody who tunes into this is in the Northern Hemisphere, but for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, the spring equinox is kind of that second speeding up point. And just symbolically, that equinox in March, regardless of whether or not you are in the northern or southern hemisphere, it is a symbolic time of speeding up. Just at the collective level, even if you are moving into fall in the southern hemisphere. So it's more about these timeline, these spots in the timeline where things speed up each year, are also ingrained in a collective symbology that we all agree to. And so it isn't just what's happening in the transits or what's happening in the sky or what's happening energetically. It's also the agreements that we have as a collective that we've just influence the energy as well. So we are at the second speeding up point, and it is a marked difference in the energy between the year of the snake and the year of the horse. And so, yes, you may notice yourself wanting to speed up. You may notice yourself having more energy this week and going into the rest of this year. You may notice that there is more fire in general. This is the year of the fire horse that we're entering this week. And so there is a marked difference in the energy levels of the year of the snake and the year of the horse, particularly because this is a fire horse year and fire is fast moving. It is fiery, it is burning. It doesn't take long for something to burn. But there's also the invitation to guard your energy as you move into it, to not be swept away by the energy of fire. There's also a lot of fiery energy in the transits right now, with Saturn and Neptune both moving into Aries, which is a fire sign. It's a cardinal fire sign, which is all about beginnings and going, like cardinal directions, like let's go. So it's not just the year of the fire horse, but it's also where the transits are, particularly influential longer outer planets that take longer to transit. Saturn and Neptune are both in Aries now too. So we have fire in this year of the horse, we have fire in the transits, and you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that. If you haven't already started to feel it, you're going to start to feel it this week as we move into the year of the horse. And so the invitation is, again, to allow yourself to feel it, to be guided into it, to feel excited by it, to feel creative, to feel inspired, because A lot can happen when fire is used with intention. And yet, when fire is used without intention, everything just burns down and you get burned out. Fire must be sustained with intention. So, especially as we're moving out of a slower moving, more introspective year of the snake, really be intentional this week as you feel that fire coming online more and more. And those of you who are energetically sensitive will, if you already have if you have not already, be mindful. Do not burn yourself out this early on in the year of the fire horse. Because if you truly want to sustain that dream, the dream that you wish, if you truly want that dream that you wish to come true, as we started off with in this tr transmission, the dream that you wish, the dream, what is that dream that your heart has? To sustain it, to allow it to come true, you cannot burn yourself out this early on in the year of the fire horse, as many of our major planets are entering Aries, fiery cardinal Aries. Be mindful, be mindful, balance. The Temperance card and the tarot is coming to me, finding that balance between jumping on into that fiery energy that many of us are feeling, those of us who are energetically sensitive are feeling, and using it wisely, but also allowing us to pull back as we make this transition into the year, from a much slower, more introspective year into a much faster moving year. And just being mindful of the element of fire and how to make the most of fire, to get the most out of fire, to create the most change with fire. It has to be monitored with intention, because a fire that isn't monitored with intention gets out of control and burns everything down. And that is not the year that we want to be having. Or maybe it is the year you want to have. If so, go for it. But it is not the year we advise you to have as the Akashic records, who have a little bit more insight into the energy moving than you do on Earth plane. The dream that you wish can come true if you nurture it, if you take the action, if you give yourself the space to monitor that fiery energy with intention. We've said it before, we'll say it again. A lot has the potential to manifest this year. A lot has the potential to manifest this year in your personal lives as well as collectively. And yet, you must find the balance between the action and the rest. And you must monitor that fiery energy that is on offer with intention. So this is how you start this year of the fire horse off. This is how we navigate the energies of this week. This is a transition period. Do not push yourself into this fiery energy and overdo it early on. And be mindful as you move into this year that we do want to find balance between action and rest. And that if we want to make the most of this year and truly manifest beautiful things, you must monitor your fire with intention. Oh, that is all. We will see you next week, dear ones. Goodbye. The Akashic records are closed. All right. I hope this message was supportive to you. I wish you a happy Lunar New Year. And as always, if you enjoyed this message and found value in it, I'd love to hear how it resonated in the comments. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to support this YouTube channel. And I will see you next week. Bye bye.